Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video, and I will be delighted to share with you my testimony of salvation where before I was saved and I was really changed and transformed from the inside out, and before I felt that incredible force and strength inside of me. It was almost as if I was being taken out of the earth. It was a very remarkable feeling. And so before that, I was what you can call a carnal Christian, where I would not be aware of the sinfulness of my nature, and I believed in Jesus and in God. I think just for mere procedure or protocol, I didn't even I didn't have a base or read the Bible, even though I had a firm and very nice formation in the army. I spent 21 years in the army, and I graduated from several from the military academy and several other schools. My view of what was right and what was wrong was in the world and what people said. I was in my little own world, worrying about my own stuff. I was incurvato sin se, just thinking about myself and my needs and all of that. I was not changed. But in 2021, my wife and I, we went through a very dark period of our lives, and we had a very bad problem. And it seemed, at the time, it seemed like almost life of death. And I never thought I was ever going to be, we were going to succeed going through this painful. I didn't know how to resolve the problem, to put it this way. And I was driving to Houston we were working on the problem. We were working to solve it. And I had to dump everything, drive to Houston. And as I was driving to Houston, I felt this force of to tell me to stop. And I stopped halfway in a place called New Braunfels. I just felt this kind of shaking in my body, and I felt the urge to speak to God and to Christ for the first time in my life. I mean, I prayed before for trivial things, but never had a way of praying or anything like that. I was just, once again, incurvato sin se. So I asked God to just enter me and to help me solve that problem. And I kind of was not trying to convince God, hey, help me here and then I will do whatever you want. But I really felt that I should say to him, God, if you can ever step into my life right now, I'll just dedicate my life to you. Lo and behold, a problem that seemed to be non-resolvable was over in a day or so. So it was gone, no problem anymore. And I truly consider this like a miracle. After that, the internal fire that I felt while I was driving intensified more and more. And I didn't know where to start, but I bought a Bible. I went through the whole Bible in less than 3 months. And then after that, I read again. So I did like 3 passes in 1 year. And then I started to see how, starting to wake up early in the morning, like at 5, and I would start reading Bible and theological things. And I was just like super, I wanted to consume all that had to be said about Christ and about God and the Trinity. And then that was in 2021. And after that, and just almost a year ago, I decided to go full speed into the ministry. And that's why I'm studying ministry to become a pastor. And hopefully I lead a church here in the sanctuary. My time is over, but thank you for listening, and God bless you guys. I hope I had more time, have more to share, but